Welcome back to some more FTL Multiverse Mod with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, ambition was greater than, not adhesion, because we're a ship, not a car, but it was definitely better than the skill set that I had anyway. It didn't go so great. I think that's a polite way of putting it, but it was fun, and that's what we're here for. I thought as a bit of a contrast, so the ship that we used when things went a little bit wrong last episode was this, the Federation Cruiser. And within regular FTL, I would say this is a pretty mediocre, maybe fractionally above average ship. I don't think it's amazing. I thought, how about we pick a ship that is pretty good back in FTL? I mean, all the Zoltan ships are pretty good. But the Ministry Cruiser, it's not an identical version of the one in FTL's Advanced Edition or regular form, but I thought this might be quite a nice contrast, because this has a lot more going for it in my opinion. No, it doesn't have an artillery beam, and it starts with only 5 reactor power, which is dreadful. But we start with 3 Zoltan, so that's 3 extra reactor power, practically speaking, for free. We get a halberd beam, which is excellent. And we get a conservative energy, which is, I mean, it's fine. It's free, so that's the important thing. It will only work if we have our halberd powered up. But as starting combination of weapons go, not terrible. The ship layout leaves a little bit to be desired. It's really hard to vent this ship, especially if anything happens down on the south wing. Or indeed, even in the northern wing. But hopefully we won't have to worry about that. Maybe we'll get fire extinguishers early on. Who knows? All I do know is we won't be boarding, both because Zoltan are terrible at it, and you only get a 2-person option if you do buy one in this case. So, let's start. We have an excellent Zoltan shield, which works the exact same way as it was in Advanced Edition, so we love to see that. Only difference, and there is one minor, you'll notice there's a padlock next to the Zoltan shield. You cannot sell this. It is inherent to the ship. So it cannot be moved, it cannot be removed. No dice. Everything else is the same. Before I start, please do subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. More interest in the type of video that comes up, the more inclined I'm going to be to play it, because I don't want to upload stuff nobody cares about. Why would anybody want to do that? But yeah, please do subscribe, like the video. Feedback is always good, even if it's silly things that I just shake my head at if I look at in the comments. It doesn't happen that often. Most people give some pretty good insight, but it does happen sometimes. Let's begin. We're not going to get a bonus this time because we didn't do very well last time. What do we want this go around? I think this might be a good contender to get a crew member. Humans aren't very exciting, but they do make reasonably good pilots, just because you don't need power in the piloting bay. So now we can take this Zoltan and put them somewhere else. What I'd like to do is, at least initially, do a setup like this. Put 2 Zoltans in a shield bay. It means it is always going to be powered up at least level 1 regardless. You can't ion the Zoltan itself, so you're going to have some power. Yes, it means our weapons are going to be slow to charge, but we're going to fix that hopefully sooner rather than later. And in this case, Cura is right on our doorstep, so we can go straight there. So let's do it. Same old, same old. We'll do things in help, but we have to pay up front. A store with literally 0 scrap? I don't think so. That is not the play. Orchid ship. We don't have any humans or orchids on our ship. We'll wait for them to hail. And they're like, oh, you must be Professor Orwell. You have received your files. We'll be sending them with payment shortly. Yes, that's me. I'm Orwell. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, no, sorry. My name's Declan. You've already given me the money. Sorry about that. I just can't read. I promise. Thank you for the free stuff. So, Sector 1, so far, okay. We're doing alright. We've not had any combat yet, but we'll see. So we've got a blip. When you pick up, you're greeted by the unwelcome sound of a raving madman. preaching about cowering beneath the prophet eye. He demands a prayer and offering or else suffer his wrath. I'm going to say no. Okay, he's just rambling. Cool story, bro. Combat sound. Oh no. And it's not the Beam Master, so we have to pay attention. What do they have? This is quite a scary ship for the first combat. Luckily for us, we have this halberd conservative energy combo. And they have a Zoltan shield to contend with, so we get 5 hits for free. Like, they can't do anything to us. Fire the conservative energy. Something else that's really nice about the Zoltan shield, you can't board through it unless you have the bypass unit. I don't think going for their shields is that important. I think it's much more important to do this. That's not a very good deal. Sorry, bye. The halberd beam is pretty strong. A store under distress. How many jumps do we have? So it would be... We could do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. Okay. We'll see. See if we get any bonus jumps. We will rescue the store, of course we will. What do you have? Nothing that's that scary. A mini beam is mildly annoying when you're running a Zoltan shield, but not really that bad. Not that perturbed. You can see it did 2 points with its 1 beam. And they have now cleared everything, so guess what? You're getting hit in the weapons. And you're toast. Fractured, butter spread like a brick toast. I do like a human medic, but I'm not buying one for 65 scrap. You can't sell something that's locked down. This ship's pretty... this ship's okay, but the store's not really very interesting, is it? I'm gonna say no, Skip. As getting a human medic is really, really good, but no, I don't think so. Don't think so. We should get our... Not lab. Although we could for Zoltan. There's a very interesting modification you can make with the Zoltan, but I'm very, very scared to do it in this situation. If we had a clone bay, maybe. But we don't, so we're not going to cross that bridge yet. Oh, just a little bit of rubbish. I almost wonder if it'd be better to not go to the supply beacons, because you do get stuff. It's essentially guaranteed. But you never seem to get particularly good stuff, and I get it, it's Sector 1, what do you expect? But I feel like you should get more. Oh, it's the Beam Master! We spoke about the Beam Master! Oh, look at Leah doing their nothing. Excellent. You'll love to see it. Sorry, Leah. One shot by the halberd beam. My bad. Okay. So yeah, so we can do 1, 2. We can go possibly here if we really wanted to. We'll see. We're doing it. Well, this is going a lot cleaner than the last run did. That's for sure. No, this will not make a fine recruit. Absolutely not. They have a bomb. That's rude. Not going to be that effective, though, is it? I do love some of these backgrounds. So pretty. Yeah. Sorry, bomb. Not very useful. Sorry, opponents. Not much constitution. That's okay. I'm going to ignore the pod because it might murder one of my Zoltans, and I don't want that to happen. I know I'm being a weenie hut junior, but I don't think it's worth it. Oh, cool. Thank you for the assault drone. I will definitely not use. Here's 10 missiles. Do you have anything worth buying? You have a mine launcher, which is kind of interesting. If you end up with a load of missiles, you can just delay the fleet a ton, but I don't particularly care for this Sobek one. You need 17 missiles to delay it. Don't think so. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing this being the way to go. Some cool weapons, though. I mean, the particle missile launcher looks cool, but I think it's not amazing. It does system damage, doesn't do... I don't know. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was. The Hydra Burst missiles look cool, too. Very missile efficient, but we don't really want any of that. We are going to sell that drone, though. Thank you for the 32 free scrap. We have a lot of scrap already. But nothing to really do with it. We already have level 2 doors, which is another big positive of the Zoltan cruiser. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3... Oh, my mouse is just kicked. My mouse is terrible. I really have to get... I don't know if it... It doesn't seem to be the battery. I think the actual dongle is starting to die, which is very unfortunate. And because I am cheap, I don't like buying new things. So I'm just fighting it every step of the way. Yeah, we can go to this beacon before going to the exit. Like in that goes bloop. I was like, yeah, I know. I got no mouse. Cool. Transport. Ask them if they need any help, and then we're going to report them. Especially because we are Zoltan. That is 100% what we would do. We would totally report them. They are very much follow policies and procedures. And it's Mr. Ambush doing his ambush things. This guy... yeah, probably isn't that dangerous, really. No, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, his laser only fires once. If it was fires twice or even thrice, might be a smidge worried, but it's not, so I don't care. Do that. And then... we can't one-shot this guy, but we can come pretty close. Maybe I've been sleeping a little bit on the conservative energy. This is pretty good. Well, I think it's useful in tandem with a slow-charging weapon, I guess. Whenever you're ready, Halberd Beam. 3 weeks later. That's a cool weapon. I don't know if we're going to use it or not. The Suyari, so it takes 2 power. It's a chain weapon, though. It does more damage rather than getting quicker. It has essentially no chain limits. You could, if the combat lasts long enough, and it never will, you could do 750 damage in one shot, which is comical. And it would be longer than 999 seconds. So you'd have to be here for like an hour and change. I don't think that's the way we're going to go. It just... this weapon comes to the fore if you have cloaking and lots of flak or just general laser fire. Without that, it's pretty much useless. Not really what we're going to be doing, I don't think. Union or Liberated? We end up going south, have 3 neutrals in a row. That's weird. Let's go to Liberated District, why not? What's the intermediate task here? We need to get in contact with Prophet Pete, who claims he has photos. He has no backbone. Or we could humor him. Yeah, either prepare to threaten Pete or listen to his crazy stories. I bet if we listened to his stories, it would mean we'd have to take forever to get there. What's the hard task, out of curiosity? We would get the lightweight emancipation grid. I don't think it's that good. But maybe we'll give this a go. It's dang. Like, these can be genuinely quite difficult. So Mr. Wentworth used to fly his own personal cruiser, given to him by the current CEO, blah, 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 blah. The cruiser's wreck remains abandoned in a dilapidated shipyard nearby, infested with ghosts. Can't scan the ship myself, so clear out the no, we can't do that. Because I bet we have to keep the cruiser intact, which we just can't do. We don't have the skill set for it. Oh, yeah, this re-rolls once, doesn't it? So I guess we're going for something different. So we're going to meet the Grease Swindler, get his data stick. Sure, we'll give that a go. We might fail, but why not? So, NG, Separatist, aren't super thrilled with the Federation. Not as much as the regular NGs would be, but they shouldn't hate us because we're Zoltan and they're friends. I think praying to the shrine gives you either a monk or a heal or nothing. And we don't really need any of those, so I'm just going to raid the shrine. You find a small collection of fuel cells. We're only going to take a few. We'll take 3 fuel. 3 fuel is better than the kick in the face. I'm alright with that. The task is right next to the exits. That's perfect. But again, what is this layout? Like we've got a crane going on. Okay. Well, we'll grab a couple of beacons around here and see what's where. Very, very red. And gone around very blue. A Harmony and a Separatist ship are facing off. But surprisingly, there's no battle going down. Instead, they are talking. You don't want me to speak in NG speak because it's gibberish. Encourage the conflicted NG to play basketball with the Separatists. Tell them violence is the only solution. Don't get involved. I don't know. 3-on-3 hoop seems the way to go always. No winner. It seems we'll just go separate ways. We appreciate your attempt to help us. I don't know if any of you guys remember the... I think it was on the DS. Like Mario Hoops 3-on-3 or whatever it was called, where it also had Final Fantasy characters in it too. Why did the DS hate left-handed people so much? I'm just going to leave that open. As a lefty, I was not impressed. Yeah, we'll hail the ships. So the Harmony NG tell you that they have been trying to convince the Separatists to come back to the Harmony and once again embrace sameness. The Separatists refuse, willing to live their lives in peace. Or wanting to. I mean, willing to, I assume, as well. So, I want to go with the Separatists, but if I'm on a ship with mostly Zoltan, they're probably going to say you should side with the Harmony. Neither ship seems particularly disturbed at you getting involved, and the Separatist continues to fight as if nothing has happened. Cool. Not overly worried about this ship either. They have a drone control unit, but no drone. Or at least only ship defensive drones, anyway. No drone that I care about. Now, yes, you notice that was a 6. Energy weapons do big numbers to the Zoltan shield. Luckily, we don't really have to worry about that too much in this case. Because we can just do... Can we hit all 4? Oh, this is going to be close. I think we can hit these both. There we go. We can do it. And that's going to kill them. So, I don't care what your opinion is now. Success achieved. Gratitude is ours. Accept drone as reward. That will be being solved, because I don't think we're going drones. We don't need drones with a Zoltan shield. That's defensive over comm. Please ignore my damaged speech processor. I have very recently broken free from the Harmony. Yes. Absolutely I'll take an NG. 100%. Put them in weapons. Why not? So it is an NG Separatist, so it's not... there we go. Not quite as good at repairing as a regular NG is, but it's also slightly less pants in battle. It's still not good, but it stinks a little bit less. No shop so far. Okay with that. We don't have a huge amount of scrap. You're the Federation ship that the rebels put a bounty out for. How lucky we to find you. Give over your fight plans or else we'll have to get rough. No. Your ship looks like it's made out of cardboard and poo, so I'm going to say no. Having said that, this is a bit scarier looking, but the actual ship is bleh. Bleh. Thank goodness we have the Zoltan shield. This can be very helpful here. We can still do this, it's just not going to do as much damage. Let's damage their hacking before they can start doing it. And then this time around we'll probably do that. See, now they can hack us, and the hacking isn't our shield too, that's terrible. Luckily their beam fired off at 100% the wrong time, so we're fine. But yeah, hacking can't happen until your super shield is down too. Decoy boys. We do like those, kind of. Gives you a jump that's free. You can get more with drone parts. Okay, that's not too bad. Free, I'm not going to say no. I would quite like to sell that, though, at a store. if we get good value. A separatist ship who begins to speak a great deal about the works of some dead guy named Shakespeare. Okie dokie. That's pretty random. This ship is not worrying me. Absolutely not. This is night and day, isn't it? Compared to the Federation ship that we were dealing with last time. There will be stress, don't worry. There will be. But it's not right this second right now. This donut-shaped ship is mildly annoying to hit, though. You have 8... actually, I'm doing this dumb. You only have 8 hit points. If I do this... if you can hit 4 rooms... I know you can. There you go. Doesn't matter what I aim for, they're toast. So, if you can get the kill, you should just go for it. There we go. Destroying separatist ships doesn't make you feel any better, but at least you aren't breaking any truces. That is true. There's a harmony link here. Ooh. And a store. Rockman store. Interesting. We want to do 1, 2... Well, we have to do this smart way, because the exit's quite close to the middle of the stage. So it'd be, what, like 1, 2, 3, 4... Would that be safe? I think so. Okay, I think that's alright. If not, we're gonna have fun. No, we're not terrible for diving here either, because of our Zoltan shield. We'll contact the colony. Greetings, unwelcome stranger. Consider yourself now welcome. We have requests. We have recently been infected by a deadly virus. Can you assist? Yes. There you go. And we got a drone for it. Running theme, you get drones from Engie, so you would have seen that coming. Not a terrible drone, but we don't really want it. We're probably not going drones. We are going to go to this link, though, because I don't even remember what's there. There's a structure made up of trillions of nanobots. However, it's not functional. The Separatist vessel is analysing the Harmony link. They either don't notice you or don't care about your presence. We're going to hail them and say hi. Yes, we see you. If you wish to be useful, perhaps you can lend us some explosives. We're trying to demolish the Harmony link. Here you go. Wow, this is quite unhelpful. We can't even use these. Oh, that's just rude. They don't have an oxygen system either, by the way. Very rude. Oh well, we did our job. Yeah, free Mantis store. No, thank you. No. Nuh-uh. Okay, so this is the Grease Swizzler. Twizzler? Like a turkey Twizzler? You guys have those in your cafeterias? At school? I don't want to think what they're actually made of. You expect quite the man to await you, but instead you find a relatively normal-looking Zoltan captain. So you're the renegade he sent, yeah? What business have you got? We do random fetch quests for it. Right, whatever. Forget I asked. The AI's already made a deal to transfer payment. You ready? Yeah, please give me the cargo. Once the cargo is in your possession, you pry it open, only for an EMP burst to suddenly cripple your engines. Dude, what the heck? Oh, sorry about that, but you see, I don't work for them anymore. I'm with the Syndicate, and you were quite the buddy. Quite the bounty. I'm quite the buddy, too. Our robot friend and all that. His name's not Osmo, though, I don't think. I wonder what Wentworth will pay me if I bring in both your head and his little drive. Rude. Oh, well, at least we get the chance to wreck them. That's a weird crystal-style bomb? That's kind of cool. I mean, as cool as something that's going to try and wreck me will be, but you know what I mean. They shouldn't be that dangerous, though, again, because of what we have available to us. Yeah, it looks like it is a crystal bomb, but it only does 1 damage to us. So, that's not very dangerous. This, however, is going to be... Oh, my word, your ship. Buddy, your ship is the shape of pain. Not for me, but... sorry about that. Oh dear. The mercenary has been dispatched, and as expected, his cargo survived the fight. Now, unfortunate for him, it was very unfortunate. Did you ever get tired of so effortlessly murdering those who stand in your way? Not in this game, I'll be honest. Must admit, I admire that attribute. Do not take this for granted. I do not deliver compliments often, and I don't really want to listen to the rest of you, so it's fine. Thank you, Mr. Robot. Sayonara. We can just get to the store. I'd much rather go to a rock store than a mantis store, because the rock store at least will likely be a rock store. Go on, I'll listen to you. I don't have 9 fuel, so sorry, I'm just going to tune you out. My bad. I think I've run salvage. Yes, I have. Do you have anything good in this store? No, it's rubbish. Of course it is. We'll get these drones out of my life, please. We have so much cash. Anti-hull Mark III. So this is the version... Last time we played with an anti-hull 2. The anti-hull 3... I don't think is very good either. It needs 3 power to fire 4 shots. It takes 18 seconds. That's terrible. Frost 1 at least is interesting, but I don't think it's very good either, really. It's okay. Takes 13 seconds, fires a couple of shots, but it can lock down the room that it hits. So if you're kind of like doing boarding tactics, there's some use to that. We have Zoltan crew, so we are not doing that. There's a Lost Sun Commando, which is funny because you can set things on fire. But, I don't think so, buddy. I don't think that's what we want. I don't think we need to buy crew. I think we're good. I think this store's a bit of a bust. I will buy the fuel, at least. Yeah, what a rubbish store. I mean, we were just talking about how I'd rather go to a rock store than a mantis store. You really proved me wrong. Yikes. Can you do anything with... No, I just want to see if you do something with the Zoltan shield as an upgrade, but looks like it can't. No, doesn't seem so. Okay. What we potentially want already, we might argue we want to go for extinguishers, because our crew has such little health. But we have an NG now, so I'm not that worried about it. So instead, I think we're just going to do the standard things of not doing any of those upgrades, just going for raw ship upgrade. Do that for now, just because we can get all of our weapons on if we want to. Whether we will want to use the Suyari long term, I highly doubt it, but at least the option's there. You're probably in this segment, so we should go straight to the exit. We could dive, but I'm going to say no, I'm good, thank you. We don't need to. Sure. Oh, we got an NG, okay. So we dock with the station, and we get an NG because his friends have gone insane. Yes. They have a super shield bypass unit. How rude. So this is going to be a bit stinky, because, as you may have noticed already, we have some of the worst crew in the world when it comes to boarding problems. You're going to go into the med bay. Turn on the med bay. You're going to sit indoors. You know what? We're not even going to bother. You're going to go into the med bay. Why? Because I would quite like to get at least a little bit of combat experience, I guess. If you can stop blowing up, yeah. There you go. We can close the doors now. Sorry about that. We have some of the worst crew going for combat. Like, we are dreadful at it. We have one person that is exactly average at it in a human. We have 2 NGs which are bad at it, and then we have 3 Zoltan which are also bad at it because they have so little health. Not what we want to deal with. But having 2 NGs, really neat. Speaking of neat, we've got to get to the next sector. And we don't have a rock crew, but that's still tempting because of our super shield. So maybe we'll go see some rocks next time, because I'm going to put a cut in the video now. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Definitely a lot safer than the last episode. Maybe it'll stay that way. Maybe we'll just explode again. Who knows? Hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, again, algorithm things would be appreciated. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.